It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a whipped cream day, I wait for it all year round. Sir Marsh.
Hi there, ukulele friends. Lisa, the Ukulele Fool here, foolishly believing that ukulele makes winter magical. If you're new here, welcome on in. I'd like to thank you for selecting this video. I hope that you find it valuable on your ukulele journey. Everybody hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel and hitting the notification bell. Let's get down to brass tacks. This song uses 10 chords, and 5 of those chords are really easy. C, A minor, A7, G, and G7. And I won't be going over those chords in this tutorial, and please tell me if I'm making an error of judgment here. You're going to need 3 D chords to play this song. Regular D, which I finger with all these 3 fingers stacked in the 2nd fret, and you have to shift your hand up towards the headstock. There are other ways to do D. I'll have a card linked up here. It should be appearing on most devices. Quick tips for the D chord. You also need a D minor, index finger on the E string, 1st fret, reaching over the middle finger to the G string, and then tucking your ring finger in on the C string again, 2nd fret. D7 is also used, and I generally do it as a barred chord with my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. But there is an easy or Hawaiian D7. It doesn't have a D in it, but it'll sound good with this jazzy number using these 2 fingers in the 2nd fret on the G and E string. Both work just fine. You also need an E7. Index finger, 1st fret on the G string, middle finger, 2nd fret of the C string, and ring finger on the A string, 2nd fret as well. There's also a B minor 7, and I play that as a barred chord. You can use this finger to help. It is a very quick transition into the B7 from a D, and if that is above what you want to do, fine, simplify it. Just keep that D and substitute the B for the B minor 7. No harm, no foul. If you want to do this all with downstrums, great, go for it. Each time there's a chord symbol in the chord chart, you just put a single downstrum with it. When you see a yellow chord, you're going to have to put 2 downstrums with it, like this. I'll show you. It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. Like that. You will also find in the chord chart that there are slashes after chords, and those are also just downstrums in case you're doing a pattern as well. It goes a lot quicker when you're going from the A7 to D. In winter it's a marshmallow world. So instead of each downstrum getting 2 beats, that A7 and D, 1 beat per each of those chord changes. So that's the trickiest thing with single downstrums. If you'd like to do a strumming pattern, I suggest a shuffle strum. And it goes do, do, be, do, do, be, do, do, be, do, do, be, do. It's a 2-beat shuffle strum, do, do, be, do. I'm going G, D, G, D7. So if you want to practice that and channel your inner Frank Sinatra, when you're doing a shuffle strum, again, there are single down strums in there. And the reason I do that is just to kind of break it up, make it more interesting. If you're always strumming, there's kind of a monotonous quality to the accompaniment. So feel free to invest in the power of a single down strum. Consider investing in your learning. I offer all my chord charts to my patrons. It's only $3 and you get access to over 100 chord charts with a complete list of what's available as well and the new to you guide. I'll have a link down below and more information for you to explore that option. Come join us, and you're also supporting my charity efforts. If you want even more flair in your playing style points, consider throwing in an island strum every once in a while. In the chord chart, I have those marked in yellow, and I'm going to be putting an island strum in there. Like this, for example. It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. So just, it livens it up, gives it a little bit more activity, and it's at the end of a phrase. For even more style points, there is a chorus in this song. At the very end, you can do a split island strum. With the split island strum, the first 2 downstrums are the first chord, down, down, and then switch to the second chord, in this case a D7, up, down, up. I'll practice that a few times with the D to D7. 1, 2, and here you go. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and do it again. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and do it again. Down, down, up, down, up. Just like that. For even more style points, I have a little cool ending thing that you can add on. In fact, the whole ending kind of drags things out, spreads it out, an outro. So you're going to hold on to an A7 for 8 beats, and I recommend that you do that with 2 island strums. So I'll do it normal, and then I'll show you the extra special stuff you can do. So it sounds like this. In winter, it's a marshmallow world. You can end it like that, but try a little sliding around. I'm going to take my G shape. I'm going to slide it up towards the headstock. 1 fret. I'm just going to make the notes lower. And then back to G. And the strumming pattern that I'm going to do with that is down, down, up. I'll show you again. Down, down, up. So give that a try. I'll show you the whole end. In winter, it's a marshmallow world. Cool, huh? And it's not hard. Just play around with it. Give it a few days to settle in. You'll have it licked. This song was written in 1949, and Bing Crosby is the star that got this song launched. But it's been done by a lot of people. Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks have a version of it. Karen O did one, and it was a hit for in a Target ad. There's She and Him did it, and there's Steam Powered Giraffe with pantomime, and no, they're a kind of strange group. But my favorite version was Johnny Mathis. That's what I grew up with. Speaking of growing up, I grew up in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I spent 40 plus winters up there. Wintertime, and particularly in December, can be super magical there. And this song really reminds me of the beautiful colors that we get on the snow, because it's dark most of the time. And so when the sun does come up, it doesn't get up there, high noon kind of stuff. It just kind of cruises along the horizon. So it's like perpetual sunrise, sunset colors and big fluffy snow on the spruce trees. They reflect all the colors from that sunrise, sundown effects that we get in the sky, and it really is kind of marshmallow magic. Wintertime is really a special time up there if you can tolerate the cold. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a whipped cream day. I wait for it all year round. So marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen trees, and the sun is red like a pumpkin head, shining so your nose won't freeze. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball, just for a song. So get out and roll it along. It's a yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter it's a marshmallow world. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball, just for a song. So get out and roll it along. It's a yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter it's a marshmallow world.
I hope you crushed it.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a